Now there's something truly special about begonias, isn't there? They aren't the loudest plants in the border. Instead, they possess a quiet charm, transforming a forgotten shady corner into a spot of real beauty. Begonias, with their diverse forms and colors, have a gentle way of drawing you in. They ask for little, yet they give so very much throughout the seasons. Many gardeners are always on the lookout for plants that thrive where the sun doesn't quite reach. This is where the begonia truly steps into its own. They bring light and life to shadowy areas with their luminous flowers and spectacular foliage. Think of the sheer variety within this one family of plants. You have the sturdy, reliable wax begonias, always ready with a cheerful display. Then there are the flamboyant tuberous types with blooms that rival roses. And let's not forget the Rex begonias, grown for their astonishingly patterned and textured leaves. This diversity means there's a begonia for almost every taste and situation. It's like a sweet shop for plant lovers, full of delightful surprises. For me, tending to begonias is a gentle pursuit, a calming rhythm in the gardening year. They teach us patience and observation, and isn't that what good gardening is all about? One of the primary reasons begonias have found such a firm place in the hearts of gardeners is their remarkable adaptability to shadier parts of the garden. Begonias positively revel in dappled light or significant shade. This preference makes them invaluable, allowing us to weave color and interest throughout every part of our outdoor spaces. Their popularity also stems from their sheer generosity in flowering. Many begonias, especially the wax and tuberous types, will bloom continuously from early summer right through until the first frosts. This extended season of interest is a tremendous boon for any gardener. Beyond their shade tolerance and long blooming period, begonias are also quite easy to grow. This makes them accessible to gardeners of all levels of experience. They aren't overly demanding, and as long as their basic needs for moisture, well-drained soil and protection from harsh sun are met, they tend to thrive. This ease of cultivation is incredibly encouraging. A plant that is both beautiful and accommodating is a true friend indeed. The sheer range of begonias available is another factor contributing to their widespread appeal. With thousands of species and countless cultivars, the diversity is simply staggering. Flowers can be single or double, frilled or smooth in almost every color imaginable. This incredible variety means that you can find a begonia to suit any garden style, any color scheme, and any personal preference. Let's start with perhaps the most familiar of the lot, the wax begonia, or, they are incredibly reliable, producing a profusion of charming little flowers in shades of pink, red, or white. The green-leaved varieties generally prefer a bit more afternoon shade, while those with bronze leaves can often tolerate a touch more sun. They are wonderfully easygoing, perfect for mass plantings, edging borders, or filling pots and window boxes. Then we have the hybrid wax begonias, sometimes known by names like Whopper or Big. These live up to their names, reaching up to 2 or even 3 feet in height. They make a real statement in the garden. These are fantastic for the middle or back of a border, or as a dramatic centerpiece in a large container. Another incredibly popular group is the dragon wing begonia. Dragon wings are wonderfully versatile plants. They perform brilliantly in pots, look stunning cascading from hanging baskets, and are equally happy planted directly in the ground. Growing to a good 15 to 24 inches tall and wide, they are a superb choice, especially for those new to gardening. The beauty of these types, the wax, the hybrid wax, and the dragon wing, lies in their unfussy nature and their sheer flower power. They ask for so little, just reasonably fertile soil, consistent moisture without being waterlogged, and a bit of shelter from the scorching midday sun. In return, they will reward you with a continuous display that will lift your spirits every time you see them. Let's talk about the showstoppers of the begonia world, the tuberous begonias. These begonias have large, vibrant, rose-like flowers in an array of colors. You'll find bright yellows, fiery oranges, deep reds, delicate pinks, and pure whites. The non-stop series is known for its continuous blooming. Tuberous begonias have upright or cascading growth habits. Upright types are perfect for window boxes and pots. Cascading types are ideal for hanging baskets. Boliviensis begonias have long, narrow leaves and pendulous blooms. Cane begonias are known for their patterned leaves and tall growth. They have bamboo-like stems that grow tall. Looking glass begonia has shimmering silver leaves. Sophie Cecile and Sinbad are other lovely varieties. Angel wing begonias have distinctive wing-shaped leaves. They can be grown outdoors in summer or as houseplants year-round. Provide bright, indirect light and let the soil dry out between waterings. Let's delve into the world of begonias grown for their breathtaking foliage, and top of that list must be the Rex begonias. These are the drama queens of the leaf world. Their flowers are often quite insignificant because all the plant's energy goes into producing the most spectacular leaves imaginable. We're talking about an incredible array of colors, patterns, and textures that seem to glisten and sparkle. Rex begonias thrive in shady conditions or bright indirect light, making them excellent houseplants or feature plants for a very sheltered shady spot outdoors. They grow from fleshy, creeping roots known as rhizomes, and generally prefer to be kept on the slightly drier side. A fantastic example is the Jurassic silver swirl, showcasing stunning silvery leaves with intricate darker patterns. When you group several different Rex begonias together, the effect can be absolutely mesmerizing. Now, For those of us gardening in climates where winter brings a proper chill, the idea of a begonia surviving outdoors year-round might seem a bit far-fetched. But I'd like to introduce you to, often known as the hardy perennial begonia. This remarkable plant is winter hardy in USDA zones 6 to 9. It dies back to the ground in autumn after the first frosts and reliably re-emerges in spring. The hardy begonia is a wonderful plant for adding late-season interest to a shady woodland garden or a mixed border. It forms a handsome clump over time and is surprisingly resilient. It's always a joy to find a plant that combines elegance with such fortitude, proving that even the seemingly delicate can possess a surprising strength. Tuberous begonias, with their magnificent blooms, do ask for a little specific care, but the rewards are well worth the effort. If you're in a cooler climate and want to get a head start for earlier flowers, you can start the tubers indoors about 8 weeks before you plan to plant them outside. Use good quality moist potting mix in individual pots or a tray. Place the tubers with the hollow side facing upwards, and cover them with no more than an inch of soil. A warm, sunny windowsill is ideal for this initial stage. When it comes to planting them outdoors, wait until all danger of frost has passed and the soil has warmed up. Tuberous begonias are particularly sensitive to intense sunlight and extreme heat. They much prefer filtered light, perhaps under the canopy of high trees. Full to partial shade is generally best. They are perfect for containers on shady patios, porches, or in window boxes. If planting directly in the garden, ensure the soil is fertile and well drained. Watering is key for tuberous begonias. Once they are established, they need consistent moisture, but they detest sitting in waterlogged soil. To get those truly spectacular continuous blooms, tuberous begonias will benefit from regular feeding throughout the growing season. And don't forget to deadhead. Snip off any faded flowers regularly to keep the plants looking tidy and to encourage more blooms. One of the greatest joys of gardening is the opportunity to experiment, and begonias offer a wonderful canvas for this. Don't be afraid to try different types in various locations. Perhaps a vibrant Rex begonia could be the star of a shady indoor corner, or a cascade of tuberous begonias could transform a plain hanging basket into a waterfall of color. Keep a little notebook. Jot down what works and what doesn't. It's all part of the learning process, and every success, however small, feels like a little triumph. Share your experiences with fellow gardeners too. There's always something new to learn from each other. A rather quirky fact about tuberous begonias is that they produce separate male and female flowers on the same plant. The male flowers are usually the larger, more showy double ones that we admire so much. The female flowers are typically single and have a small three-winged ovary behind them. It's quite normal to see both types, so don't be alarmed if you spot these simpler single blooms appearing amongst the more flamboyant ones. Remember that many begonias, especially the tuberous and rhizomatous types, can be easily propagated. Leaf cuttings, stem cuttings, or division of tubers and rhizomes are all common methods. There's something deeply satisfying about creating new plants from your existing ones. Ultimately, the journey with begonias, like all gardening, is one of connection to the plants, to the soil, to the seasons. Happy gardening.